I'm 76 years old now. Some mornings, I still wake up before sunrise. Not because I need to, because my body remembers. 12 years teaches your body strange things. Even when the person you cared for is no longer calling your name from the other room. Even when the medicine bottles are gone. Even when the house becomes quiet, too quiet. My name is Patricia. Most people call me Patty. I spent 28 years working as a librarian in a small town outside Columbus, Ohio. I liked quiet places, books, routine, simple things. I never imagined my life would become hospitals, wheelchairs, doctor appointments, insurance papers, long nights listening for breathing. But life changes slowly, then suddenly. My husband Daniel used to laugh loudly, the kind of laugh that filled a room. He worked as an electrician for almost 40 years. Strong hands, quiet man, not cold, just not someone who talked much. We had been married 37 years when everything changed. I was 64, he was 66. We thought retirement would finally be our time. People always say that. We'll travel, we'll relax, we'll enjoy life. We talked about seeing Maine in the fall. He wanted to fish more. I wanted to read books on the porch without checking the clock. Normal dreams, simple dreams. Then one Tuesday afternoon changed everything. I remember it clearly. October, cold rain. I was making soup, chicken soup. Daniel came inside early, too early. He sat down at the kitchen table, didn't take off his jacket. That should have told me something. "You okay?" I asked. "Just tired," he said. But his voice sounded strange, thin, far away. I stood there holding a wooden spoon, looking at him. Something felt wrong. After 40 years with someone, you know, even when you can't explain it. "You should see a doctor." "I'm fine." "You're not." He looked at me, really looked, then nodded. 3 weeks later, we heard words that changed everything. Chronic illness, progressive, no cure. Manage symptoms, adjust expectations. Adjust expectations. Funny phrase. Doctors say words like that, like people can adjust their hearts, like changing life is as simple as moving furniture. We drove home mostly silent. Rain hit the windshield. Daniel stared outside. I drove. My hands felt numb. At one red light, he said quietly, "I'm sorry." I turned toward him. "For what?" "This." "No." "Patty." "No." I remember gripping the steering wheel harder. "No." Because somehow hearing him apologize made it feel real. And I wasn't ready. Maybe you understand this feeling. Sometimes life changes before your mind catches up. The first year wasn't terrible. That's the truth people don't tell you. Bad things don't always arrive like storms. Sometimes they arrive quietly, little by little. Daniel moved slower, needed more rest, forgot small things. Doctor visits became normal. Medicine schedules, blood tests, physical therapy, new routines. I made lists, so many lists. Medicine times, appointments, food restrictions, phone numbers, emergency contacts. My life slowly became management, organization, monitoring, watching, waiting. Our son Michael lived 2 states away. Busy career, busy family. Our daughter Rebecca lived closer. She tried, she really did. But people have lives. Children grow, families stretch apart. Nobody means to disappear. Life just gets crowded. One night, about 2 years after Daniel got sick, I sat at the kitchen table alone. Cold coffee beside me, bills spread everywhere, insurance papers, medical statements, numbers, always numbers. Daniel was asleep already. I remember staring out the window, snow falling, quiet, so quiet. And suddenly, I cried. Not because I was angry, not because I didn't love him, because I was tired, so tired. And the guilt came immediately. Caregivers understand guilt. You feel tired, then guilty for feeling tired. You miss your old life, then hate yourself for missing it. Love and exhaustion can live together. Nobody tells you that. People would say, "You're so strong." I hated hearing it. Strong? I didn't feel strong. I felt scared, lonely, overwhelmed. Sometimes I wanted one day, just one, without responsibility. Then I'd hate myself for thinking it. Daniel noticed more than I realized. One evening he said, "You should go see your friends." "I'm fine." "You always say that." "I am." "You're not." Funny thing, we spent years saying less to each other. Then sickness taught us honesty, slowly, painfully. One Saturday morning, Rebecca came over. She found me folding laundry. "You look tired," she said. "I'm okay." "You always say that." Funny. Same words, different voice. "I'm fine." "Mom." I said I'm fine. Silence. Then quietly, "You don't have to do everything alone." But I thought I did. Maybe that was my mistake. Maybe love made me stubborn, or pride, or fear. I don't know. At this age, you realize two things can be true. You can love someone completely and still struggle carrying the weight. That winter, Daniel fell. Bathroom floor, 2 a.m. I heard the sound, a sound I would later learn to fear. I ran, found him trying to sit up, embarrassed, more embarrassed than hurt. "Don't call anyone," he said. "We need help." No. Daniel, no. But things change, even when pride fights back. That night, sitting in the emergency room, fluorescent lights, cold coffee, machines beeping. I looked at him sleeping in that hospital bed, smaller somehow, older, fragile, and for the first time, really understood. Life wasn't going back, not ever. And somehow, that realization hurt more than the diagnosis itself. Because grief doesn't only happen when people leave. Sometimes grief begins while they're still sitting beside you. And I didn't know yet, the hardest years were still ahead. The years after Daniel's fall changed everything. Not all at once, slowly, quietly, like paint fading from an old photograph. The hospital sent him home 3 days later. A walker, new medications, more instructions, more appointments, more words to remember. Watch for changes, monitor symptoms, call if anything gets worse. Life became measured in small things. How far he could walk, how much he could eat, whether he slept, whether he smiled, whether he seemed like himself. Sometimes he did, sometimes he didn't. I learned strange skills in those years. How to lift someone safely, how to organize medications, how to smile while feeling terrified, how to sleep lightly. Always listening, always waiting. Maybe you understand this feeling, when love becomes responsibility, and responsibility becomes your whole life. I stopped meeting friends for lunch, stopped going to church every Sunday, stopped reading books. Imagine that, a librarian who stopped reading. I didn't even realize it happening. Life shrank, quietly, until our world became the house, the kitchen, the living room, doctor offices, pharmacies, hospital parking lots. One evening, Rebecca came by after work. She stood in the kitchen watching me wash dishes. "You need help," she said. "We're okay." "Mom, we're managing. You always say that." I kept washing. Plate, cup, fork, plate. "I'm serious. I know. You can't do everything." "I can." "No," she said softly. "You can't." I remember standing there, hands underwater, not moving, because somewhere deep inside, I knew she was right. But accepting help felt like failure. Daniel noticed things too. One night he said quietly, "You should hire someone." "We don't need that." "We do." "No." "Patty, no. You're tired." "I'm fine." You stopped laughing. That one hurt, because he was right. I didn't even realize it. Somewhere between medications and appointments, I disappeared. Not completely, just little pieces. The woman who loved bookstores, gone. The woman who called friends, gone. The woman who sat outside drinking coffee, gone. Everything became care. Everything became survival. One morning, I found myself standing in the grocery store, looking at cereal, unable to remember why I was there. I stood frozen, people walking past, shopping carts moving, music playing overhead, and suddenly, I started crying, right there, next to breakfast cereal. A young employee walked over. "Ma'am, are you okay?" "Yes." "No." "Do you need help?" "No." "Yes." "But not grocery help. Life help. Rest help. Someone please carry this for 5 minutes help." I got home, put groceries away, locked myself in the bathroom, and cried quietly, so Daniel wouldn't hear. Caregivers become experts at quiet crying. You learn where sound travels. Bathroom, garage, laundry room, car, especially the car. The car became my private place. One afternoon, Michael called. "Mom, how's Dad?" "About the same." "You okay?" "Yes." "You sure?" "Yes." Silence. "You sound tired." "I'm okay." "You always say that." "Funny. People hear things, even through phones." "I wish I lived closer," he said. "I know. You should ask for help." "We're fine." "Mom, we're fine." After we hung up, I sat there holding my phone, staring at nothing. Sometimes people love you and still cannot carry what you carry. That isn't their fault. It just hurts anyway. Daniel had good days. I want to say that, because sickness wasn't every moment. Sometimes we watched old television shows together. Sometimes he laughed. Sometimes we sat on the porch, quiet, comfortable, like before. Those moments mattered, more than I knew then. One spring afternoon, I found an old photo album, Daniel sitting beside me. We turned pages slowly. Vacation pictures, Christmas mornings, Rebecca at 8 years old, Michael missing front teeth, camping trips, birthdays, normal life, beautiful life. Daniel touched one picture, us, 30 years younger. You were beautiful, he said quietly. I laughed. No. Yes. No. Yes. We sat there quietly. Then he said, I'm sorry. My chest tightened. Daniel, for all of it. You don't have to. I do. No. For the hard years. There weren't hard years. There were. No. There were. I looked down. Because sickness changes marriages, but truth changes them too. I should have listened more, he said. You listened? No. You worked hard. I worked too much. No. Yes. Silence. I thought I had more time, he said softly. Those words stayed with me. I thought I had more time. Maybe we all think that. More time to apologize. More time to change. More time to notice people. Then one day, time changes, without asking. The next year got harder, a lot harder. His condition progressed. More weakness, more bad days, more help needed. One night I was helping him into bed. Something small happened, tiny, almost nothing, but I still remember it. He reached for my hand, held it, just held it. I know this isn't easy, he whispered. I couldn't speak, because after years of exhaustion, years of frustration, years of quiet loneliness, those words broke something open inside me. Not because I needed praise, because I needed to know he still saw me. Sometimes marriage changes slowly. Distance enters quietly. Routine replaces connection. Life gets loud. Then sickness strips everything away. And suddenly, the things that matter become painfully clear. One night, long after Daniel fell asleep, I stood at the kitchen window, looking outside. Dark street, quiet neighborhood, my reflection staring back. Older, more tired, different. I barely recognized myself. And for the first time in years, a thought entered my mind, a thought that scared me. Who would I be when caregiving ended? Because deep down, some part of me knew nothing lasts forever. Not health, not strength, not even love, the way we think love will stay. And I still didn't understand yet. The biggest lesson Daniel would teach me would come near the end. The last years felt different, heavier, quieter, like standing outside before a storm. You cannot see it yet, but somehow, you know. Daniel needed more help now. Simple things became difficult. Buttoning shirts, walking across the living room, holding a coffee cup steady. Things we never think about, things healthy people never notice. I noticed everything, every small change, every new struggle, every new silence. One morning I helped him into the kitchen. He moved slowly, carefully. The old Daniel used to walk fast, always moving, always fixing something. Now, even reaching his chair took effort. He sat down, breathing hard. I pretended not to notice. He pretended too. Marriage teaches people strange kindnesses. Sometimes love looks like pretending. Not because you lie, because dignity matters, especially when someone feels pieces of themselves disappearing. Our grandson Ethan visited that summer, 13 years old, tall already, quiet. Daniel loved having him there. One afternoon, I walked into the living room, found Ethan helping his grandfather with an old toolbox. Grandpa says this screwdriver is older than Mom, Ethan said. Daniel smiled. Almost. Grandpa says nobody builds things right anymore. I said most people. Same thing. I stood there watching, something tight in my chest. Because moments change when you realize they may not happen forever. Maybe you understand this feeling. Ordinary moments suddenly become precious, not because they changed, because you did. That fall, Daniel stopped driving. Hardest day I ever saw. Harder than hospitals, harder than tests, harder than diagnosis. Freedom matters, especially to men like him. Independent, proud, strong. He handed me the keys quietly. No speech, no anger, just quiet. That scared me more. I hate this, he said. I know. I hate needing help. I know. I used to take care of things. You still do? No. Yes. No. We sat there, silence, heavy silence. Finally, he whispered, I don't recognize myself anymore. I reached across the table, held his hand. But truth, I understood, because I didn't recognize myself either. Caregiving changes people, slowly, until one day you wake up and wonder where the old version of you went. Rebecca started visiting more, twice a week, sometimes 3. One afternoon, she walked into the kitchen. You haven't eaten lunch, she said. I'm not hungry. Mom, I'll eat. You said that yesterday. I'm fine. No, she said softly. You're not. Funny, people kept saying it, because maybe I stopped hiding it, or maybe exhaustion eventually shows itself, no matter how hard you try. That winter, Daniel got pneumonia. Hospital again. Hospital rooms started feeling familiar, too familiar. Machines, monitors, cold blankets, bad coffee, long nights. I sat beside his bed, hour after hour, watching numbers on screens, listening to sounds I hated. A nurse came in around 3 a.m. Young woman, kind eyes. You should rest, she said. I'm okay. You've been here 14 hours. I'm okay. She adjusted something quietly, then stopped. You love him a lot, she said. I looked at Daniel sleeping, gray hair, thin face, hands weaker now, older, fragile. Yes, I said quietly, I do. She smiled gently. My grandmother took care of my grandfather. I nodded. She always said love changes forms. I looked at her. What do you mean? She said young love feels exciting. I stayed quiet. She said older love feels like showing up. Showing up. Simple words, but they stayed with me. Showing up. Doctor visits. Showing up. Medicine schedules. Showing up. Hard conversations. Showing up. Fear. Exhaustion. Staying, even when it's hard. Maybe love changes, but maybe staying matters too. Daniel came home after 6 days, weaker, much weaker. One evening we sat together watching television, something neither of us cared about, just noise, background noise, comfort noise. You remember Maine? He asked quietly. I smiled. The trip we never took? Yeah. We were going to see the leaves. You wanted lobster. I still want lobster. You hate seafood. I could learn. He smiled, real smile, the old smile. For a second, just a second, time disappeared. Then quietly, I'm sorry we didn't go. Daniel, I kept thinking later. My chest tightened. Stop. I wasted time. No. Yes. No. Patty. No. Silence. Then softly, you gave me a good life. My eyes burned immediately, because sometimes people say important things quietly, almost like they're afraid. I should have said it more, he whispered. You said enough. No. You did. No. We sat there, television playing, neither watching, just sitting together, existing together, like we had for almost 50 years. That night, after he fell asleep, I walked into the kitchen, stood by the window, my old place. Dark outside, quiet neighborhood,
Same street, same house, different life. And suddenly, I realized something.
I spent years grieving the life we lost, trips we missed, plans that disappeared, dreams that changed. But standing there, at 75 years old, I understood something I wish I had understood sooner. Love was never the vacations. Not really. Not retirement plans. Not perfect years. Love was smaller and bigger. Love lived inside ordinary things. Soup on cold days. Medicine reminders. Holding hands. Sitting beside hospital beds. Learning someone's silence. Staying. Just staying. And somehow, I knew. The hardest goodbye was getting closer, even if neither of us said it out loud. The last winter felt quieter, not peaceful, just quieter, like life itself was speaking softer. Daniel slept more, talked less, moved slower. Some mornings he barely touched breakfast, toast cold on his plate, coffee untouched. Little things, small changes, but after 12 years, I knew. Caregivers learn things doctors do not teach. The way someone breathes, the way someone walks, the way silence changes. One February morning, snow covered everything outside. White streets, white rooftops, white trees. Daniel sat near the living room window, blanket over his lap, watching snowfall. Pretty, he said quietly. Yeah. Remember when Michael tried building that snowman? I smiled immediately. He made a snow pile. He said it was modern art. I laughed. Real laugh. The kind I hadn't heard from myself in years. Daniel smiled. There you are. What? That laugh. My chest tightened. I missed it. I looked away. Because some sentences hurt. Not bad hurt. Truth hurt. A few weeks later, the doctor spoke gently, carefully. People in medicine learn how to deliver difficult truths. But difficult truths still hurt. Even softly. Even kindly. I drove home quietly. Daniel beside me. Rain tapping the windshield. Like years ago. Different road. Same silence. You okay? He asked. No, me neither. At least we were honest now. Age strips things away. Pride, pretending, time. Some truths arrive late, but late truths still matter. Rebecca came over more. Michael flew in twice. The grandchildren visited. The house felt fuller, warmer, louder. I think Daniel liked hearing life around him. One evening, Ethan sat beside him. Grandpa? Yeah? Are you scared? Silence. Long silence. Then Daniel answered quietly. A little. Me too. That's okay. You know what, Grandpa? What? I'm gonna remember everything. Daniel smiled. Remember the good stuff. I will. No, Daniel said softly. Remember all of it. I walked away after that, into the kitchen, because some moments belong to other people, and some tears need privacy. The last conversation Daniel and I had alone happened 3 days later, middle of the night, 3 a.m. I remember because caregiving teaches you time, exact time, always. I woke up, found him awake, room dark, only hallway light. You okay? I whispered. Can't sleep. I sat beside him, quiet, old habit. Patty? Yeah? You still here? I almost smiled. Always. You stayed? Of course. No, he said quietly. You really stayed. I held his hand, older hand now, softer somehow, thinner. You would have done the same? No. Yes. No, he whispered. You're stronger than me. I shook my head immediately. No. Yes. No. Quiet. Then, did I make you happy? That question. After 49 years together, that question. My eyes filled instantly. Daniel, tell me. You gave me a beautiful life. I made mistakes. So did I. I worked too much. Sometimes. I should have listened more. Maybe. I should have said things. You said enough. No. Yes. Quiet. Then finally, I loved you, he whispered. Not love. Loved. Past tense. My heart broke hearing it. No, I said softly. No. He squeezed my hand. Small squeeze. Weak squeeze. I still do. Tears slipped down my face. Quiet tears. Old habit. Then he said something I carry even now, every day. Patty? Yeah?
Don't disappear when I'm gone.
I couldn't answer, couldn't breathe, couldn't think. Promise me. Daniel, promise. Okay. Live. Those were his words. Live. Daniel passed away 6 days later, early morning, quietly, peacefully. The kind nurse held my shoulder. Rebecca cried. Michael stared silently. Life changes suddenly. Even when you think you're prepared, you aren't. The house afterward felt impossible. Too quiet, too still. No medicine alarms, no appointments, no waiting, no caregiving, no Daniel. I stood in the kitchen weeks later, holding 2 coffee mugs. 2. My body remembered, my heart hadn't learned yet. Grief is strange. You look for people, even after they leave. You hear sounds, expect footsteps, turn toward empty rooms. Love does not leave quickly. Maybe you understand this feeling, especially at this age. Silence feels louder. The first year alone felt unbearable. Then slowly, life returned. Not old life, new life, different. I started reading again, joined church lunches again, met old friends, sat outside with coffee, watched sunsets, small things, beautiful things. I even took a trip, Maine, by myself, 76 years old. Cold wind, ocean waves, lobster dinner, terrible lobster. I smiled anyway, because life keeps moving, even when your heart walks slower. And now, looking back after 12 years caring for my husband, this is what I learned. Love is not only romance, not vacations, not easy years, not perfect moments. Love becomes showing up, again and again and again. Love becomes patience, forgiveness, small kindnesses, quiet sacrifices nobody sees. Love changes, but real love does not disappear. And one more thing, maybe the biggest lesson: care for people, but do not disappear inside caring. Do not lose your laugh, your friendships, your small joys, yourself, because one day you will need yourself again. I still miss Daniel, every day. Some days harder, some easier. Love stays, just differently. I'm 76 now, and if someone sitting quietly hears my story today, maybe this is what I want to say. Tell people things while time still allows it. Sit longer, listen better, forgive sooner, love louder. Because sometimes we think we have more time, and sometimes we don't.